Listen, I grew up in a small town too. Okay, I understand what it's like to move to a new city, especially when you're young. You want to go out and meet people and talk to girls, and it's normal. But you're not trying to accomplish something normal. So you're going to be held to a higher standard. You've got to understand that.
I do. And look, I feel like an idiot, all right? I'm not even a huge partier or anything like that. I just got sloppy.
What exactly happened?
Honestly, I forgot to set my alarm, and somehow I left my phone on silent.
Somehow?
Look, Mr. Kelly, I got sloppy. I'm owning that. But it's not...
Good evening, all. Glad you could join us. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. WCBL action is coming up with the Union Elite facing off against the Attack from SAC.
Well, both teams have players on the 2KU 250 list. Harris for Union Elite and Drexel Carrington for Attack from SAC. Here's hoping they both wow us with their best tonight.
And the backdrop to all of this, the Interstate 5 battle. It's Sacramento taking on LA.
And look, I don't care what level of basketball is being played. It's always important when it's Sacramento versus LA. There's too much history, too much bitterness between the cities on the basketball court to overlook.
I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from SAC. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, they've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington, but they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Man, that's a tough shot, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, there were more effective options on the court he could have turned to there.
Pass to Lund. Carrington. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Harris sets the pick to the inside, and it's finished off by Harris.
There are screens, and then there are Brandon Harris screens. He's got more mass than most. He wipes out defenders and allows a lot of room to be created out of nowhere for a score.
Now Carrington. Lund with the pick. 6 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Union Elite will have it. Here's MP. And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity, mostly, you'd say.
Lund, and Lund slams it in.
Holy smokes, easy on the rim. Austin Lund bringing down the house.
Here's MP. Carrington for three. And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. Here's Bird. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Playing through the whistle. Jake Bird and one.
Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City, Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young, and sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
The attack from Sac leading. Carrington with it. To the paint, tipped. Lund, and Lund slams it in.
There was some mustard on that one.
Not leaving any room for error. I love the power.
Sending a message to the defense, too. Don't mess with me.
Here's MP. A nice shot by Robert.
Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
It might take the whole team to contest Robert. He's that good and close.
Pass to Lund. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot two. It's going to be on Drew Robert. And the first one drops. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster, they'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Now Carrington, pass to Cunningham. The shot's good. Pagan making the play.
Since the start of this game, they've been focused on good offensive positioning and finding quality shots.
I'm looking at the team field goal percentages side by side here. It's clear who's playing better basketball this half.
And finished off by Harris.
Yes, sir. Get up, Brandon Harris.
And here's Carrington. Pass to Olsen. Returns it to Carrington. That one goes. Count it. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Now Carrington, 5 points in the game. Here's Pagan. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
So dangerous. Can't let Pagan get a look like that so close to the hoop.
And he lays it straight in.
That's what I call a captivating move. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Outside Carrington. The three-pointer, no good. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to within single digits. And the dunk by MP.
What a finish from the playmaker.
Taking matters into his own hands and sending a message.
Message received. The dynamic ability he has on offense is truly special.
Carrington, no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. Might be time to take a step in.
He gets that one to fall.
When in doubt, you might as well attack the paint.
Outside Carrington. Pass to Olsen. Martinez, guarded by Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock, with plenty of space. MP grabs the miss. Union Elite trail. Cunningham brings down the board. And it's Sack's ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Carrington for 3. That one's good. Just his third make. He's now 3 for 8. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K U250.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Now here's Martinez. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Pagan. Soft touch off the glass and in.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot goes in. Now Carrington. He's got 8 in this one. Takes a 3. The shot that time, not on target. And we've reached halftime in this one. Attack from Sack ahead, leading by 7. And we step aside now for a short break. Stay with us. And now we're back, bringing you the second half of this WCBL action between the Attack from Sack and the Union Elite. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both that time. The Attack from Sack leading. Inside. And Lund slams it in.
And Lund, he's an absolute force inside. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter what the defense tries to do.
And the dunk by MP.
Maybe that dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift because that was a rim rattler.
Shot from the top of the key. Carrington, no good. Here's MP, guarded by Lund. From the corner, Pagan picks up the board.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
That one falls, and the assist from Martinez.
After the hoop, you can see what Michael Pagan specializes in on offense. Usually gets in several hundred attempts daily.
Here's MP. 16 points for him. High post, Robert shoots it over Lund. Robert can't get it to fall. Now Pagan. Martinez outside. Outside Pagan. Carrington. On the wing, it's Martinez. Off target with the 3. Here's MP. Pagan defending. Basket number 8 is good, and he's now 8 for 12.
Well, he's been the key to their offense with the way he shot the ball.
Yeah, his percentage today is outstanding. He is not the only one who's put them in this hole.
Now here's Martinez. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And that's going to be a travel. And it's Sack with the ball. The open shot. Pagan. Lund. And Lund slams it in.
Making the save. Lund was right place, right time where his squad needed him to be to win the second chance look.
And they double up MP. Pass now to Harris. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Bird. Clock at 6. Here's Robert. For three, it's Mitchell. Lund with the rebound. From deep, it's Pagan. MP grabs the miss. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation.
An unfortunate mistake. He's got to be taken.
Here we go.
It'll be the attack from Sack off the tip.
I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And Lund slams it in.
As we see more of Carrington, expect his playmaking to get better with experience.
And the lineup for the attack from Sack. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Trexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, they've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center.
Well, Pagan wasn't stopping for anything there. Even physicality wasn't scaring him off.
He's off on the first. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington. But they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Here's MP. Misses the baby hook. Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Out to Harris. Here's MP. Pagan defending. Off target at the rim. Good! Carrington gets the assist.
Oh, that's a strong finish by Pagan, and he got hit on his way up.
From deep, it's MP. Another miss by MP. Now Pagan. That shot doesn't go, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's MP. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Pass to Lund. And here's Carrington. Now Lund, covered by Robert. Shot clock at 6. Lund misses. Union Elite trail. And here's MP on the outside. Another miss by MP.
And he cannot wait for this quarter to come to an end.
Seems like nothing is bouncing his way, no matter what he tries.
Lund with the pick. Carrington for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Carrington, like a good highlighter, gets into streaks from distance. He loves to set up from the outside. Right now, he's showing everyone what he can do.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity. Mostly, I'd say.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Pass to Martinez. Carrington. Lund with the pick. To the middle. And Lund slams it in.
With authority, Lund just hammering down the slam.
On the wing, it's MP. Pagan defending. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws.
Here we go.
It'll be the attack from Sack off the tip.
I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
Carrington for three. The three-pointer goes.
You know, Carrington is always on the hunt for these types of shots. Any chance he can get to hurt you from range.
And the lineup for the attack from Sac. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lunn forming the front line. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, they've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center.
Can you believe this? Tenacity is what I'd say. That's the best way to describe Bird on defense.
Here's MP. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew the contact on the shot. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington. But they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Here's MP. Pass now to Harris. Lunge with the steal. And here we go. Here's Carrington. Mitchell brings down the board. Down low. Here's Harris. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity, mostly, you'd say.
Here's MP. Inside, out of bounds, it goes to Sac. And here's Pagan. Pass to Lund. To the middle. And it's stolen away by Robert. Here's MP. Pagan defending. Pagan picks up the board. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you. That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
Here's Pagan. Puts up a three. That shot, no good.
And even if it didn't fall, you're more than okay with him trying the three in that occasion.
The jump hook. The big shot, no good. Sac trailing here. Pass to Carrington. Back to Pagan. Fires from deep. Sac with another miss. And so Union Elite has it here. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Rejected by Pagan. Martinez outside. To the inside. And Lund slams it in.
Holy smokes, easy on the rim. Austin Lund bringing down the house.
Here's MP. Pagan defending. And here's MP on the outside. Sac grabs the miss. kicks it to Pagan. That one falls, and the assist from Martinez. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and
Yes, sir. I got a cool. You do? Oh, yeah.
Bitch! Fuck out of here!
Fuck Abby. Yeah, I got a cool. You did?
Listen, I grew up in a small town too. Okay, I understand what it's like to move to a new.
Good evening, all. Glad you could join us. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. WCBL action is coming up with the Union Elite facing off against the Attack from SAC.
Well, both teams have players on the 2KU 250 list. Harris for Union Elite and Drexel Carrington for Attack from SAC. Here's hoping they both wow us with their best tonight.
And the backdrop to all of this, the Interstate 5 battle. It's Sacramento taking on LA.
And look, I don't care what level of basketball it's being played. It's always important when it's Sacramento versus LA. There's too much history, too much bitterness between the cities on the basketball court to overlook.
I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from SAC. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the 3, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lunn forming the front line. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, they've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington, but they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Tight defense on him. Carrington, that's good.
I mean, this is why you got to be right up on Carrington, even when he doesn't have the ball yet.
Robert, a screen. Down low. And then Robert with with the dunk.
It's hard to believe he's in high school. The way he's moved the ball today has been tremendous.
I like the leadership and the effort to get the other guys going. And you see how much they appreciate it out there.
And down it goes for two.
So dangerous. Can't let Pagan get a look like that so close to the hoop.
MP high post. A nice shot by Robert.
You're making things far too easy for him if you let him get that deep in the post.
Agreed. You've got to do your work early and keep him out of that spot.
Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
Now here's Robert, guarded by Lund. The drive by MP, and the layup's good off the glass.
And at his height, Robert sees the floor so well. Terrific work feeding the open teammate.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Not a lot of room. Lund with the pick. Outside Carrington, 6 on the shot clock. Here's the three. And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity, mostly, we'd say.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Carrington. Lund with the pick. The three is up. And again, Sack with the triple.
You know, Carrington is always on the hunt for these types of shots. Any chance he can get to hurt you from range.
Finds Bird. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Kicks it out to Carrington. The shot's good. Pagan making the play. And that makes it a tie ball game. And so Union Elite has it here. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Lund is attacking with confidence inside, making full use of his frame.
Here's Pagan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game in just 5 shot attempts. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Martinez gets the bucket.
Patiently waiting, and Martinez made him pay from the corner.
Union Elite trail. From deep, it's MP. Sinks the tray.
Answers right back with a 3 of his own.
We've got a shootout here. Long-range shooting on display.
Pass to Carrington. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, Sack good for 2.
Oh, and it's looking like one of those games for Carrington, and even scarier for the other team. He tends to light it up with steals and deflections after he makes a few. And he can wreck you on both ends, a very unique wing in this league.
On offense, here's Sack. To the middle. Lund. Good! Carrington gets the assist.
While he's known for being a 3-and-D guy, Carrington is also a very willing passer. Terrific feed in the pick and roll.
From deep, it's MP. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Carrington, no good. Union Elite leading this one. From deep, it's MP. Drills it from deep.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
And here's Pagan. Pass to Lund. Carrington. No good on the triple. Out of bounds, it goes to Sack.
Just can't afford turnovers like that one.
Here's Mecca. Pass over to Robinson. It's Mecca. 6 to shoot to the inside. Down it goes for the 8th time in 10 attempts.
That's why they have Diaz in there. Find the open man.
Here's Cunningham. To stop the run. And that one comes up a bit short.
He'll be the first to tell you that's a shot he should convert. The D was not tight on it.
From deep, it's MP. That's no basket, his 3rd miss in 11 attempts. Pass to Mecca. Connects on the 17-footer.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets him the rock.
And Union Elite with possession. They lead by 4. Shot on the wing. Cunningham brings down the board.
That's not a shot they'll want to see him take again anytime soon.
He'll learn over time. Good shot selection comes with a lot of repetition. That's strong, fundamental basketball. Getting the ball where it needs to be.
Here's MP. 19 points in this one. Here's Mecca. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Lays it in off the break.
Outstanding pass in transition for the easy bucket.
And so here it's Sack. They trail by 3. Here's Robinson. MP grabs the miss. Shoots the 3. Sack with the rebound. Here's Mecca. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Union Elite on top, leading by 3. And more basketball to come after this short break. And now we're back, bringing you the second half of this WCBL action between the Attack from Sac and the Union Elite. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Now here's Lund. Kicks it to Pagan. No good from outside.
Not a shot he should have taken on the face of such tough D.
Pagan picks up the board. Sack trailing here. On the wing, it's Martinez. Carrington outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Finding the net, hey, Drexel Carrington is a prospect, and in large part, it's due to the ability to hit shots from all over the court.
Here's MP. 21 points so far in this one.
The moment he's free of his defender, he's headed to the hoop. That's a textbook use of the play.
Knocked away. Outside, Lund. Inside. And Lund slams it in.
With authority, Lund just hammering down the slam.
Here's MP. Down low. Harris with the bucket. And you watch Brandon Harris, you can see why scouts love him. Just absolutely gifted as a finisher.
And it's not just at the rim. Even though Harris is automatic down beneath the basket, he can attack a defense from multiple spots on the floor. Harris has everything you want from a scoring big man.
And Harris with the rejection. Here's MP. Pass now to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
There are screens, and then there are Brandon Harris screens. He's got more mass than most. He wipes out defenders and allows a lot of room to be created out of nowhere for a score.
Now here's Martinez. Carrington down low. Bird defending. Lund misses. From deep, it's MP. Here's Robert. Lucky number 7 drops right in. He's perfect from the floor.
A second effort from the big Robert. Coach and scouts love to see that.
Pass to Carrington. The 3 ball. Out of bounds, it goes to Union Elite.
When you're driving home, you're going to be thinking about sloppy plays like that for a while.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite.
And coach sees something he wants to bring up to his squad.
He's going to make sure that they're clear on the game plan. And at the high school level, every timeout is a teaching moment.
And Union Elite deciding to make a change here. Union Elite lead. Here's MP. 21 points so far in this one. Bullock gets the bucket to go.
Terrific pass there, setting up his teammate well.
And so here it's Sack. Doing some prospect watch here. MP and Carrington both holding their own.
Well, you knew that coming into this one, MP and Carrington would each be critical for their teams to win. And thus far, they have not disappointed. And I bet they ramp it up even further down the stretch.
Here's MP. 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead of the game. Robert. Lund with the rebound.
Man, there wasn't a ton of congestion in the lane. He could have done better, that's for sure.
Pass to Cunningham. Now Pagan. To end the throw.
And when we talk about him as a sturdy guard, it's because he knows how to throw his weight around inside. Pagan, adept at drawing fouls.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's MP. Pagan defending. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, man, I'd love to be young again.
It makes you a little sentimental, doesn't it?
I mean, I was kind of always a layup guy, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Hilton. To the paint. Lund. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And Lund, he's an absolute force inside. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter what the defense tries to do.
The kick out to Bird. Here's MP. Defended by Robinson. From deep, it's MP. That shot missing.
He fired with confidence from deep. Just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, but you love that shooter's attitude. Shoot it when he can.
To the inside. Lund. And Lund slams it in.
Holy smokes, easy on the rim. Austin Lund bringing down the house.
Outside Diaz. Here's MP. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
What a treat we've had here tonight, Danny. Great execution from both sides.
The quality of the offense, it's been unreal. We've all enjoyed watching this one.
And the attack from Sack, call time here. Carrington with it. Pass to Mecca. Here's Hilton. Olsen. Clock at 6. Here's Hilton. Diaz covering. And again, the attack from Sack, no good. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Impressive job of creating that kind of look.
Now Carrington. There's the screen. Stolen away by Harris. And they're moving it up. Makes it off the glass.
It's been all about tempo and pace with them, and it's led to a big advantage in fast break points.
It's a big reason they're in front. All of that early offense, when they've had the chance to push it, they certainly have pushed it.
Now Carrington. Pass to Cunningham. Olsen. It's Mecca. Here's MP. Cunningham brings down the board. Here's Mecca. Jacks up a 3. Oh, almost a 4-point play right there. But instead, he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Good effort trying to get a hand in the face, but you have to be more careful.
Oh, and especially on a 3-point attempt. You have to defend that shot without fouling. Now it's going to be 3 free throws.
And he hits the first of 3. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. And so Union Elite has it here. Another miss by MP. Now here's Martinez. Lund with the pick. Carrington for 3. And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. Here's MP. Pass to Harris. And Harris slams it home.
Well, we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
Outside Carrington. Sack with another miss. And here's the break. Here's Bird. That went off the back iron and out. Carrington outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Robert.
I don't think there's a person in the building who thought he was going to miss that.
Yeah, he had a wide open look. Wonder if he had maybe a little too much time.
Here's MP. And it's finished off by Harris.
Timeout, timeout.
And this is how you finish a game. They keep adding to this lead and putting it on them.
It really speaks to how competitive these guys are. They're just going to keep playing until that final buzzer sounds.
And Sack making a change here. Pass to Lund. Back to Pagan. Fires high post. Rebound by Union Elite. Here's MP. Robert, guarded by Lund. Yes, it's good.
This run has really put them in the perfect position.
And with no signs of slowing, they aim to keep expanding that lead.
Martinez outside. To the middle. And Lund slams it in. Here's MP. And the call is going to be, yep, that's an illegal screen.
Didn't set up the screen properly on that one.
Yeah, need to have those feet set, and you can't have those elbows out either.
Pass to Hilton. Here's Mobay. And he banks in the layup. Here's MP. Down low. Pass to Bullock. 5 to shoot. And here's MP on the outside. And no good. So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of the game was watching MP show what he's capable of. He's got that moxie.
And we'll catch you off in a second, all right? Hey, Devontae, what's good, bro?
What's up, MP?
Man, you know, it's crazy. I almost came this close to playing with the High Flyers.
Yeah, I heard. You messed up. You know how many easy buckets I could have given you? Wow. And I still can't figure out why a guy like you would want to run with a bunch of stuffy dudes like that.
Hey, yo, chill, bro. I'm glad things are going great for y'all, but things are going great for us, too. It was nothing personal, you feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. I'm just saying that you made a mistake. I'm gonna show you out there in a minute, though. Make it real easy for you to understand.
No cap? That's how you feel, bro?
That's how I feel.
Okay. This is gonna be fun.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to our 2K presentation of the WCBL. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And tonight, it's the High Flyers going up against the Union Elite.
Well, MP brings the excitement for the Union Elite, and they have an efficient scorer in Harris as well. And High Flyers are led by the vivacious Devontae Mills.
And both of these teams have done plenty well so far in club play this year.
Yeah, and that's a testament to these guys. The rosters aren't overly loaded for either team, but the Stars have done a great job of leading the way for their respective sides. I expect both of them to be putting it all out on the floor tonight.
Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And in there for the High Flyers, Devontae Mills and Jason Brock are the guards. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are out on the wings, and it's Leon Callahan holding down the middle. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, They've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center. Now here's Mills, and the High Flyers tack on 2 more. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
Well, a big name to look out for the High Flyers is Devontae Mills. Not only a great player, but he's magnetic as a personality.
If Mills doesn't make it to the NBA, I'm sure he'll be on TV one way or another. He's got that level of personality. But he's a great lead guard that serves as the engine for his High Flyers team. Taking what the D gives him, that's smart basketball. That's Devontae Mills.
Harris sets the pick to the inside. It's good.
Great work off the screen to move right to the rim. That was picture perfect.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Gov. Mills. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, it's O'Neal. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from NP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself. He's too good a shooter to leave open. That's a breakdown defensively.
Pass to Mills. Back to Brock. And that one's out of bounds. The High Flyers will retain possession here. Outside O'Neal. Clock at 6. The 15-footer. Mills, no good. Union Elite leading this one. Mitchell with it. And now guarded by Brock. And here's MP on the outside. Here's Robert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. He saw his teammate with the path to the basket, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated and made the catch, and the flush through.
And to choose the conservative finish with a nice, easy layup.
Now here's O'Neal. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game.
The anticipation, the timing, that's a great block from Harris.
From deep, it's MP. And again, a Union Elite knocked down the 3.
They've just shot the lights out, and their opponent, not as much.
The question is, how long can they continue to do this? We've got a ways to go still.
Here's Callahan. Pass to Brock. Now here's Gov. From 15 feet out, Mitchell brings down the board.
Coach can't disagree at all with the shot selection.
And here's MP on the outside. The shot's good on the assist by Mitchell.
And right now, he is flat out feeling it from beyond the arc.
No gloves, just the hot hand, and they'd be smart to keep riding that.
Pass to Gov. Back to Brock. Gov up top. Will it go? Rebound by Union Elite. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
Timeout called. The High Flyers talk things over. MP really making a difference in this one.
Man, he's just torching them from distance. They haven't been able to put any clamps down so far.
And a new group out there getting ready for Union Elite. Here's Brown. Pass over to Casey. Myers. To the right side. Here's Brown. And a miss there on the triple.
And now they're starting to panic a little bit as the drought just continues to worsen.
Time for some kind of leadership to step up and put a stop to this run.
And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams show is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Here's MP. He's got 18. From outside, it's off the mark. Here's Brown. Kicks it to El Madawi. Here's Myers. Here's El Madawi. 6 to shoot. Myers. Here's Brown. And the 3 off target.
There's no such thing as guaranteed buckets, even with a perfect three-point look.
From deep, it's MP. And Union Elite knocked down another 3. And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Here's Dunn. Shot falls by Casey.
Showing you the instincts he has as a passer.
It's been all Union Elite in this one. Here's MP. 21 points so far in this one.
Creating opportunities for others the entire evening.
It's beautiful to watch. This is how basketball is supposed to be played.
Here's Myers. Pass to Brown. El Madawi. Misses the 3. Here's MP. They set the pick to the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious hops.
And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Down low, Bullock, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That's what you call passing a teammate open, guiding him perfectly.
Here's Brown to the paint. Here's Casey and the powerful one-hand slam.
Fed his teammate off the bounce there. Nice.
Over to the left wing. On the wing, it's MP. No good there with the triple. Here's Myers. Pass to Brown.
Kick it out. Ball coming.
They set the pick. Here's El Madawi. Hits the three-pointer.
They've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those, that's all it takes to really get him going.
Here's MP. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up. First one for him falls. So both teams making some changes here. Good on both attempts. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Comes up empty from 8 feet out. Mitchell right side. And once again off the mark from Union Elite. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair so far. It's Union Elite up 19. Plenty of action still to come when we return. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the second half of this WCBL matchup featuring MP and the Union Elite going up against Devontae Mills and the High Flyers. And so Union Elite has it here. They have a 19-point lead. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago. We watch Mills, and he's so dynamic. He knows how to get inside and draw these fouls.
That free throw, no good.
There's just so much you can do with Mills running the show. Half court, in transition, he can do it all over the floor.
He hits the second from the line. Union Elite with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead of the night. Buries it from three-point range.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Pass to Mills. Back to Brock. Outside O'Neal. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer's offline. Here's MP. 26 points for him. And here's O'Neal. On the wing, Mills. Pass to Callahan. Back to Mills. Over Bird. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Union Elite with possession. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming off the free throw line. Now here's O'Neal. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here's Mills. The 17-footer. Mitchell brings down the board. Pass to Robert. Harris outside. And he banks in the layup.
Nice job getting down low for the easy shot.
This high flyer squad is struggling. Now here's Callahan. Covered by Robert. Here's Brock outside. MP grabs the miss. And Union Elite with possession. They lead by their biggest margin of the game at 23 points. Inside. Now Harris. Slammed home and draws a foul. A chance for another point at the line. It's on Ben Gov.
That's a grown man play by Harris right there.
One shot.
Excellent work fighting through the physical coverage.
And that one misses.
Guys, there's so many things to like about Harris. The biggest attribute might be his ability to guard multiple positions, and he can score like a machine.
Here's MP. The three is up. Nails it from three.
Timeout.
They keep finding ways to pad their lead, and it just continues to grow.
All facets of their game are clicking. They look like a well-oiled machine out there.
And the High Flyers call time here. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
They cannot keep the status quo. They've got to make some changes.
Pass to Gov. The High Flyers with another miss. From deep, it's MP. And Union Elite knocked down another three.
They came out of the break with a clear philosophy. Shoot the three early and often.
And the entire team has bought into it. They're loving the bombs away mentality.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose? I'm not sure.
Yeah, everybody seems a little confused right now. I know I am. I have no idea why he would choose to foul in that situation.
Now here's Gov. He hasn't yet. So both teams changing it up here. Timeout called. The High Flyers talk things over. And they go to the intentional foul. That free throw, no good.
Someone close out on MP.
Here's MP. Here's the three. And again, a Union Elite knocked down the three.
You believe he's scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
And now whistle blown against MP. So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, the way MP played.
Man, in that move I did like,
Yeah, good game out there, man.
Thanks.
People are talking.
Man, those guys were legit. I can see why Dion said they would have been a good fit for me.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
If...
You ready, MP? You gotta play the game of your life tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Yo, I know I cooked you last time we played Jay Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, they're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Yeah, but you're checking ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Hey, yo, I'm not scared of anybody I'm matched up against.
Oh, yeah? Then why were you wearing street clothes when we played you guys? Disciplinary reasons? That's mad fishy, bro.
Yo, I know you're not talking. You lucky you didn't have to guard me.
If you say so.
Okay, since y'all all highly regarded, why don't y'all tell me what's so special about Tyson Ice McCall? Hey, I'm serious. Put that high basketball IQ to use and help me help us.
He is a bucket, okay? I threat from everywhere. You can't give him any daylight.
He's a machine, bro. You can wait for him to make a mistake, but he never does. He's fundamentally sound.
And dude goes crazy in the clutch. GOAT mode stuff. That's why they call him Ice.
Casual. Lethal. I was at Steph Curry's camp with him last year. He had that aura about him. It's obvious he's gonna be a pro.
This game's gonna have a lot of eyes on it. You got Slam out there, overtime, scouts from everywhere. But Ice isn't the only monster on that team.
Fact.
Which means we've got a chance to do something special. Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously, I, really relate to your story.
MP, right?
Right.
How'd you make this team?
What you mean?
Usually your league sends their best players to get clowned by us. Then there's you. I don't get it.
Okay, see, that type of disrespect, why you capping like you don't know about me yet?
Oh, I know who you are. You're Dion's little pet. He got bored working with blue chippers, plucked you out of nowhere, then you had a hot few weeks, so you start feeling yourself. Here's the thing, though. I know that you know that this ain't real. I know that you're scared that one day soon the shots are gonna stop falling. You don't belong here, MP. You belong back home, slinging breakfast to townies. And after this game, when you choke in front of all those scouts, that's exactly where you're going.
Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
Oh, we've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL, getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, future superstar Tyson Ice McCall has the keys to this offense, with Lack and Cologne on the wings, and Robinson and Perchumsey locking down the paint. And representing the best of the best in the WCBL, the starting five begins with MP at the point. Devontae Mills will be the shooting guard. Carrington will keep their D busy on the wing, while Harris provides some punch at power forward, and the quiet assassin Miles Thunderstone is the anchor in the low post. Now here's Harris, and the ball out of play. The EYBL will have it. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall, currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
And a basket by Stone.
Oh, easy money for Stone inside. So comfortable operating in the paint.
Outside, Robinson. Up top, McCall. Outside for Lack. McCall, 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Here's MP. To the inside. Here's Stone. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. But talk to him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid.
And McCall gets it to fall.
The thing about McCall, he's so active. You have to account for him every moment he's on the floor.
Here's MP, defended by McCall. From deep, it's MP, and Robinson pulls it down. The EYBL lead this one. Mills with the block.
Oh, rejected by Mills. That's a nice bonus from your playmaker.
McCall scored the basket, his third after 5 shots. You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Now here's McCall. He has 6. And yep, it's good.
Oh, another ice cube. That's what I'm calling his jumpers now. What do you think, Drake? Nearly automatic and lowering the temperature for his team, one shot at a time.
Now here's Cologne. He's covered by Carrington. And now Perchumsey. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game.
That right there, an inexcusable turnover.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Here's Tombo. Dermanenko with it. Aslanoglu on the screen. Johnson, no good that time. The West All-Stars trailing. Stolen by Leftos. The tray. Schroeder. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And a heads-up play there to read the bounce and capitalize on that second opportunity.
When you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes, 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Cologne, now guarded by Mills. Pass to Dermanenko. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Puts it up from 17. There's Harris.
Brandon Harris has such a nose for points. He figures out different ways to put the ball in the hoop.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. Leading by 5. Cologne on the outside. Pass to Dermanenko. The high post shot. Rebound goes to the WCBL.
Coach can't disagree at all with the shot selection.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
The D's got to do a little better. That's a high percentage shot if they don't get right in his face.
Now here's McCall. Defense right there. Now here's Dermanenko. And they waste no time getting those 3 points right back.
And in just a blink, they answer back with a 3 of their own.
Mano a mano. It's partly a matter of pride right now.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
They've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those, that's all it takes to really get him going.
And there's the call on MP. That's his first foul. And the West All-Stars making a change here. Now Perchumsey, looking for his first basket, still in this one. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. To the middle. Here's Stone. And then Stone with the dunk.
This is what Stone is known for, dominating around the rim.
Now here's McCall. He's got 11. Pass to Lack. 3-pointer. Stone grabs the board. After trailing for a while, they could retake the lead right here.
And credit the team for hanging around and putting themselves in this position.
Drops it in from long range.
Their offense has been all about the long-range game.
Oh, obviously. You love the points, and you love how they stretch the defenders.
Now here's Lack. He's got 5. McCall outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Cologne. And no good! The dry spell continues. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Mills, no good. The EYBL All-Stars trail. Outside, Lack. Robinson sets the screen. McCall from long range. That one doesn't drop. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the WCBL All-Stars, leading by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back right after the break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Now here's McCall. Stone grabs the board. Fast break, here they come. And here's MP on the outside. The EYBL All-Stars pull it in. Here's Lack. Perchumpsky, left side. And another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
That's the strategy. Give Perchumpsky the ball and get out of the way. This big man knows what he needs to do inside.
Here's MP. 12 points for him. Harris with the bucket.
And he's been doing a great job of setting his team up for scores.
If I see the ball in his hands, I'm doing everything I can to get open right now, because you know he'll find you.
Now here's Lack. He's got 5. On the wing, it's MP. Defended by Lack. And here's MP on the outside. And Robinson pulls it down. They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Out of bounds, it'll be WCBL ball. Here's MP. Harris sets the pick. To the paint. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
Cologne on the outside. McCall. Unloads. And it's good off the back of the rim. And in.
They rely on him to produce, and he's certainly been up to the task.
Here's MP. 12 points for him. Now Harris. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. Drew Robinson picks one up. And he can't get the first one.
Guys, there's so many things to like about Harris. The biggest attribute might be his ability to guard multiple positions, and he can score like a machine.
And he's good on the second. And here's McCall. 13 points so far. Cologne. Lack for 3. Rebounded by Stone. The West with the lead. Down low. McCall grabs the miss. Pass to Lack. Cologne. McCall outside. And the refs are going to rule that one unnecessary contact, making it a flagrant 1 foul. A pretty dangerous play right there. I don't like to see any player put an opponent in harm's way as much as he did right there.
Yeah, credit to the officials. They were all over it. They were not going to let him off the hook after he nearly took his head off.
The first free throw is good.
A confident player who steps up in the biggest moments. Any coach would love to have McCall on their team.
Cologne on the outside. Johnson. The UIBL, no good that time either. Here's MP. He's covered by Johnson. Inside. And Stone with the slam.
Aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with the slam, I think.
And that's how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Johnson with the rock. Outside, Black. Johnson. Excellent D there from Miles Stone. Here's MP, defended by Lack. And here's MP on the outside.
A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is that he keeps trying to force it when he's guarded. Move the ball around.
Johnson misses.
Just can't buy a basket, trying to get back on track somehow.
Or he could pass the ball more. I mean, that's a thought.
I mean, you could send an army. Doesn't seem to matter who's on Stone or how many. He thrives in the post.
Timeout called by the EYBL. So both... Here's MP. They double team Harris. On the wing, it's MP. He's guarded by Dermonenko.
Well, we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
And nobody would argue. McCall has been the offensive star of this one. MP simply hasn't been able to match his production.
And that's why there's been so much praise put on Ice, because he brings so much to a team on the offensive end. He always shows up and shows out.
Here's MP. Harris with the bucket.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
Vlad Dermonenko on the wing. Back to McCall. Dermonenko outside. Dish to Tombo. Back to Dermonenko. No good there with the triple. Here's MP. To the middle. And it's stolen away by Dermonenko. And McCall tickles the twine.
This is what makes McCall such an enticing prospect. His ability to effortlessly take over games with his scoring is so impressive.
And the West All-Stars call time here. Here's MP. To the paint. Stone. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Ah, what a tremendous finish in close.
And he was unfazed by the taller defender breathing right down his neck.
Cologne on the outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, what a shot from Cologne. Staying under control. This is a big moment.
Here's MP. Down low. Stone. And Stone with the jam.
It's easy to see why Stone's so confident. I would be too if I could hit shots like that.
Now Lack. Cologne on the outside. Lack. Back to Cologne. Shot clock at 6. Off target with the 3.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up those bonehead threes like that.
From short range, it's a tad short, but it's good off the front of the rim.
There are screens, and then there are Brandon Harris screens. He's got more mass than most. He wipes out defenders and allows a lot of room to be created out of nowhere for a score.
Lack, covered by Mills. Up top, Prachumpsy. McCall from long range. Rebound goes to the WCBL. Pass to Carrington. Here's MP. To the inside. And then Stone with the dunk.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
Lack for 3. Rebounded by Stone.
And most days, that would be his shot. Not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him.
To the middle. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
What an alley-oop. These two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish. Laying it in for the 2 points works just fine.
Impossible for them to come back now.
Too much work to do, not enough time to do it.
And it looks like that'll be an illegal pick.
Illegal screens are some of the hardest calls officials have to make.
Yeah, it's often so close, and you could really rule it either way.
Here's MP. Inside. Pass to Schrader. From deep, it's MP. That shot off. So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed. Against a very talented group, MP was more than up for the challenge. I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for him. You have to think the MP's ceiling is sky high at this point.
Absolutely, Drake. And then for the EYBL All-Stars, a lot of talent, but not quite enough to get it done.
Well, Ice McCall, he did what he could, give him the credit, but at the end, they were just outplayed. Clearly, MP came out here to prove something, and it was not going to be denied. His effort was so strong.
And that'll do it for this one. And for Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a WCBL All-Star stun. The EYBL Select in a massive upset. Talk about how'd you do it. How are you feeling now that it's over?
I'm just so proud of our guys. Everyone, you know, for most of us, this is our first time playing together, first time playing a game at this level, and everybody came out and handled their business and came together when we had to in order to beat what's a talented team over there. This is an unbelievable win. Just unbelievable.
Okay. But the matchup everyone was talking about heading into tonight was you versus Tyson Ice McCall. Not only did you win, you came with the MVP of tonight. Was that your goal coming into tonight?
No, but yeah. I mean, I always try to win and do my best, and tonight I had to go through Ice to do that, and y'all know how good he is. I definitely wanted to put on a show tonight. I knew if we'd won, I'd get a lot of attention. You know what? I wanted an MVP. I did. I thought I could do it, and I did it. So, yeah. Power of positive thinking and all of that.
Well, congrats, MP. Thank you for your time.
I really appreciate it.
Turning into a really exciting season.
Well,
hey, there he is,
hey.
the man of the hour. Great game,
Good to see
MP.
you. Good
Great
to see
game,
you.
man.
Thanks. So do you think that made up for me being suspended?
Oh, well, it certainly can't hurt. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, now, you know, let me give me a few days to get all my ducks in a row. We want to wait for some colleges to maybe show interest who didn't show any before, or maybe some who already liked you want to come forward, some bigger offers or better roles. We also still want to see where you land on the final 250 of the year.
Right.
When I get a full picture, then we'll get together, go over your options. I just don't want to rush anything, you know.
Hey, that all sounds great to me.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, give me a few days, I'll hit you up. Meantime, baby, you do you.
Already did.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Look, I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm going to get right to it. The play next year is Europe. That's your path to the NBA.
Wait, you're not kidding. Europe?
Mm-hmm.
No. The play is college. It's always been college.
Plans change, MP.
No, I did everything. Everything I was supposed to. I'm ranked. I have scholarships. Why are we changing the plan now?
Listen. You did an amazing job these past few months. But the problem is that you came into the game too late. You have too much ground to make up for, and you can't do that in college, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Kelly. I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
The floor is all yours.
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
Okay. I want to see what you see. So, walk me through it.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
Okay, so I'm behind. How do I make up all this ground?
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
getting.
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP. I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA career.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound. Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very first episode of Out of
Bounds, the web series that takes you behind the scenes of my basketball journey. And helping me film these videos is my main man, Xander Jones, our in-house filmmaker. Xander, come talk to the people.
Hey, I'm Xander. I'll be helping out MP with his social media content.
All right, get out of here. But Xander, you got any questions for your boy?
Yeah, how are you adjusting to life in France so far?
Woo, man, listen, I just got here yesterday. So I've basically unpacked my clothes, and that's it.
That's fair. When do you start hooping?
I'm actually about to...
And go! Let's move! Let's move! Conditioning is not optional, people. All right? Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Move it out!
Soft. Cap, what's that dude raised by?
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practice.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one. But the big man has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
And the shot is good.
Look at Bogey. You might have to send the whole team to guard him.
And Lambert with the slam.
He is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Bryant inside. Chauvet covering. Screened by Illich. To the paint. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Now here's Dumal. Inside, Bryant, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Pass to Marchand. Elbow shot. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Good D from Lambert.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
To the inside, Bryant. And Lambert pulls it down. Nanterre with the ball. Down low. Illich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Illich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
And here's Chauvet. Left side Marks. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Good to see Marks being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
Now, something that's interesting, you kind of think about, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Now here's Chauvet. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Good from Lambert.
Yeah, well, we all know that Lambert can shoot it, but that length gives him a major advantage around the rim as well.
Here's Bryant, and Paris, another triple.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like him can be left wide open like that.
He placed the pass right in front of him and let him just run right into it.
Paris with the lead.
Beyond the arc.
Rebound by Nanterre. Pass to Lambert.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Count it.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Pulls up on the wing.
And Lambert pulls it down.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, his coach has a look on his face like, are you kidding me? It's not a good feeling.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here in Paris.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Here's Benoit. Back to Vasseur. And the dunk by Vasseur.
Sheer willpower right there, guys. Grabbing the offensive rebound and going back up strong.
And in a close game like this, where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sure could. He salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
5 on the clock.
Cat, no good. Here's Benoit. Outside Leduc.
Out to the left wing.
Here's Portier. The rebound by Girard. Here's Bleu.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. So both teams making some changes here.
Timeout called, Paris. Here's Ahern.
There's the triple. Ryan's shot is off.
And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Here's Bryant. He's got 8. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Pass to Marks. Beaumarchais.
To the inside.
Lambert. Shot is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Bryant. That 3 off the mark.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot.
Good on the three-point shot.
And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. Really piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's the 3.
Another 3 for Paris.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it.
Here's Bleu. Paris grabs the miss. Pass to Bryant.
Lets it go from deep.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple indeed. And those could be an important 2 points, guys, in a close game like we have here.
Nanterre trailing here. Marks with the ball.
Down low.
Lesueur with the steal. Pass to Bryant.
From the arc.
Another 3 for Paris.
You know, that short corner 3, it's a shot that MP has really been working on. If they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
I mean, that's got to be what they're aiming for here, right?
Let's hope.
Unloads. We can't get that one to fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 5. Hold tight. We've got more basketball action headed your way.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. Here's Paris.
Shoots it. Off the mark there with the 3.
The one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
We're seeing a big night from Lambert. With every bucket, that draft stock goes up. The combination of size and shooting is tantalizing. Not the tightest D right there, and he'll punish you every single time when you give him the chance. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
And it's Marchal getting it to go.
Great job getting the ball to the right guy there. Chauvet showing what a good facilitator he can be.
Dumont on the wing.
Bryant.
Back to Dumont.
From beyond the arc.
And Lambert pulls it down. Peltier outside. Chauvet.
Bryant defending.
Outside Marks.
From outside, off the mark.
It's Paris leading.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bryant.
The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Chauvet with it. Illich picks him up. Call for 3. Harris grabs the miss.
To the left side wing. Here's Bryant. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Screen by Lambert. Peltier outside.
Sinks the triple.
An assertive shot from Peltier. He was looking to hit them with the answer triple.
To the paint. Here's Zadirko.
And Zadirko with the jam.
He can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Fans are disappointed. You see him?
Well, I think he did plenty of damage. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard, just the same, if you ask me.
Now Bryant. He has 35. Zadirko, good.
Everything they put up is falling in, and that score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there at this point.
Outside Chauvet. Lambert. Screen by Lambert. Peltier outside.
Nailed from three-point land.
There's Frankie Peltier helping the team stretch out that defense.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
A lot of scouts being able to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that. He's definitely been their floor leader at the offensive end.
Well, he has been today. He's done a great job of keeping that ball moving.
And he's just so strong with the handles, too. He's such a joy to watch.
Here's Bryant. Off target from three-point range.
And so here's Nanterre.
Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had a very efficient offensive performance.
And who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting.
Yeah, he's kept them in it.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Pass to Lambert. Here's Chauvet. The basket good. Good off the assist from Lambert.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet.
To the wing on the left. The three ball. Bryant, good.
Well, he's scored over half their points so far. That's just a major contribution.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth.
Paris FC basket ahead. And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this fourth quarter going. Outside Marks.
Out to the wing.
Here's Bleu. And a new group getting ready for Nanterre. Timeout called, Paris.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Bryant. It's good from long range.
Love how confident NP is rising up in there, knowing the damage he can do with his J.
Now here's Chauvet. Pass to Marks.
Inside.
Lambert.
Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Paris trailing. Zadirko outside.
Now Bryant from deep.
And Lambert pulls it down.
With the step back.
Peltier outside. And Elich pulls it down.
Here's the break. Pass to Zadirko. And he gets the bucket.
That's a big moment. And the big man Zadirko took it head on.
For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Peltier outside.
To the middle.
Stolen by Elich. And here's Ahern behind the arc. Rebound by Nanterre. Marchand down low. Elich is there.
Defense closing in tight, but Marchand sticks with it and gets himself to the line.
Take a break. Take a break.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Such a clutch performer. He loves being in those situations. A lot of guys say they do, but he truly does.
What an effort from NP on the offensive end. He knows they need a bucket, and he gives them one.
Right side Chauvet.
Here's Lambert. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Those types of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Down low.
And Zadirko with the jam.
Nice patience from NP there. Let the pick and roll develop and found a teammate.
And Nanterre has possession. Outside Chauvet. Lambert.
Zadirko defending.
Lambert's shot is good.
Just so poised out there. Lambert doesn't really care about the situation. He's always ready to deliver.
to the inside. Zadirko. And Zadirko with the jam.
Now this is why Dave Zadirko is out there in the close moments. He's willing and able to step up and nail the big shots.
Outside Chauvet.
Fires it.
The shot by Lambert, no good. Now Paris FC basket with it.
They lead by 4.
And they're getting that lead way up there right now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead like that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
Pass to Marks.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
It's going to go on Elich.
So Marks plays with good energy out there, and that often results in drawing some fouls.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that trims the lead to 6.
Not as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And they go to the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, yeah, you talk to MP, and he'll tell you it's been a great experience coming to Europe, playing at this level. He's worked really hard to continue to improve his skills while facing competition. It's been a win-win.
Here's Chauvet. Kept alive by Nanterre. Nanterre elite again can't hit.
Here's Bryant.
And Lambert pulls it down. And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young. But I think they turned some heads with how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know, the debut.
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time
Pete, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. Now, I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean? You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No. You have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win game.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FBSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC versus Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Ledoux. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
And Ledoux might be one of the best that France has to offer. But Paris has an American prospect with MP.
Yeah, Paris, they're so excited about the development of MP. They think he is every bit as talented as Ledoux, and tonight they have a chance to prove it. Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
And that one drops.
You gotta appreciate the decisiveness Ledoux showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Now here's Bryant to the inside.
And he makes that one. And as you said, Ledoux, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter.
They double him with Dumont. Here's Ledoux. And that one comes off the assist by Miller.
Strasbourg leans on Ledoux for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Now here's Illich.
Here's Bryant, and the three ball is good.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter.
Up top, Ledoux.
Bryant defending. Banked in off the glass.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Ledoux.
8 points for him.
Outside Lemieux. Ledoux.
Releases.
They get the rebound.
Fires from deep. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Clean three-point shot from Ledoux. Focused and under control.
Here's Bryant. No good from outside.
Strasbourg trailing. Pass to Roquefort. Miller outside.
Chance there to take the lead, missing.
And you look at the Strasbourg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Now here's Lemieux. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Inside, Leduc. Rejected by Bryant.
That's just incredible defensive timing from MP. He understands when to go after those blocks. Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go through the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time, but you got lucky. He can time his passes so perfectly. What an assist.
And they can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move here.
From past the arc, that's good, and that's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent from deep.
Now here's Leduc. He's got 11. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
And Paris going with a different look here.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Bryant. From outside the arc, hit the shot at the very last second.
The pressure on him in those circumstances was massive.
Pressure? What pressure? You cannot rattle this guy no matter what the situation is.
We've seen.
And welcome back to the second quarter of this match. Strasburg calls timeout.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
Pass to Leduc. Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Now here's Leduc.
13 points in this game. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Those two, they just keep going right at each other from deep.
A little one-on-one action we've got on our hands here, Tim.
I'm not complaining.
Bryant, good.
And there's MP's competitive nature coming out. He just had to answer that last three.
Pass to Lambert. Leduc. Roquefort for 3. Now Lambert.
Bryant with the rebound. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Yeah, you know, you can't say enough about what Vincent Leduc does on the floor. He's got an innate ability to find ways to score and also get his teammates good looks.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits them both. Now here's Bryant. 24 points for him. Connects from three-point range.
His performance from long range has been something to behold.
That's been his shot today, no doubt about it.
Keep feeding him.
To the middle.
Here's Leduc. And that one comes off the assist by Miller.
But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Now here's Leduc.
He's got 20. Basket number 8, all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
Strasburg on offense.
Down by 15.
Here's Roquefort.
After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that made shot.
The D got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Elich.
And here's Bryant. 30 points in the game.
Elich with the bucket. The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game-ready just yet.
That shot wide open.
Total control on the long-range shots. Lemune had it dialed in just how he likes it.
Screen by Elich.
Down low.
Over Roquefort. Nice shot by Elich.
He's been able to find the open man every trip down the floor.
Yeah, it sure has seemed like it. Great day passing the basketball for him.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 14. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Here's Bryant. To the paint. Here's Zadirko. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Nice patience from MP there. Let the pick and roll develop and found a teammate.
Here's Ledoux. And that one comes off the assist by Miller.
Well, he's been the key to their offense with the way he shot the ball.
Yeah, his percentage today is outstanding. He's not the only one who's put them in this hole.
Now here's Bryant. To the inside. Zadirko, good.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Miller outside. Here's Leduc. Here's Vasseur. Harris grabs the miss.
17 points was their biggest margin.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French League, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
2 on the clock. Zadirko can't hit.
Miller outside. Back to Roquefort. Good work defensively by Elich.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Big Dave Zadirko bringing the noise.
Now here's Leduc.
Bryant defending. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Very bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And he's going for the alley-oop.
The Sewer with the steal. Here's Leduc.
The rebound by Zadirko.
Here's Dumont.
Makes it off the glass.
That's just sheer will from Dumont right there. Not allowing the physical coverage to deter him.
Pass to Leduc. Lemuel. Miller outside. Back to Lemuel. Leduc for 3.
Drops in the tray.
That's the unselfishness you want from your players. Lemuel creating for his teammate.
And here's Paris.
13-point lead. To the middle.
Out of bounds. It'll be Strasburg's ball.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
You know, Leduc and NP have each helped their teams so far, both so crucial to the outcome of this game.
Now, they got their fingerprints all over this one. Some great plays from both MP and Leduc so far.
A nice shot by Miller.
Taking it right to the heart of that defense. Miller with a high percentage look.
Inside.
Elich.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Which adds to their lead in spectacular fashion.
2 points the fancy way.
Yeah, the fancy way. I like the fancy way, right? Who doesn't? And that lead's only going to get bigger, though, if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Miller can't get it to go. Bryant with it. He has 30.
Elich.
Drains the three-pointer.
Hard to defend the shot of Elich. I mean, this is a tall guy, especially for his position.
Here's Leon.
Bryant defending.
Fast break Paris. Pass to Elich.
Bryant. Oop, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
On the wing, Lemuel. Here's Leon.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick up the pass and get the assist.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC basket.
Both teams changing it up here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now Bryant. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Now here's Leduc.
Shoots over Bryant.
Here's Roquefort.
Elich the block.
And it's out of bounds. Strasburg will retain possession.
Second chance shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Excellent job executing in close. LeDuc very crafty around the rim.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And it's Paris with the ball. Ahern right side. Dumont.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's LeDuc. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Great move by LeDuc. This Rossburg team, they love when he looks for his shot.
For a 3, Elich.
Yes, once again, and he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 makes.
They can't forget about him like that. He's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now here's LeDuc. Solid defense from Ahern.
Now here's Bryant.
Another 3 for Paris.
Someone must have gotten their singles crossed if he winds up that open in three-point range. I'm not sure that was the plan.
Here's Miller. Here's the pick.
And Miller finishing it off.
I like watching Miller take cards like this, seeing a lane and just going right into it.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Yep, that one goes.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch.
Now here's LeDuc. Outside Lemieux.
Clock at 6. Launches it. Rejected by Bryant. Launches a 3.
And Paris, another triple.
I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back from this one.
Nope. Any chance of that happening has long since passed.
And we're still here.
Now here's LeDuc. For 3, Lemieux. And that one comes off the assist by LeDuc.
They got to appreciate how competitive Lemieux is, coming right back and nailing the answer triple.
Here's Bryant.
Another 3 for Paris.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make
What
sure
it do,
about
what
this
it
win.
do.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances.
It's Shibbo.
This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
LeDuc's got room.
The rebound by Zadirko.
Here's Paris.
18 points separating the teams, and that's the biggest lead of the game.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
LeDuc misses.
You could see it in his eyes. He wanted to return the favor with that 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
That's going to put a ribbon on this one.
Yes,
Paris
sir.
FC comes into town and secures
Part 3
the
gonna
win.
be a
When you got
movie.
a young team like
Get
Paris
it?
is, it's never easy to get a win on the road. They should.
Vincent LeDuc is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you thoroughly outplayed him tonight. What does that say?
That if you don't know about me, you're gonna find out. Vince thought I was some loudmouth American just here to cash a check. But someday he's gonna realize this is my story. I'm the main character, and he's just watching.
On top of outplaying LeDuc, you helped lead Paris to victory. Talk about it.
My job is to do whatever this team needs. Whatever that is, that scoring, defense, playmaking, rebounding, whatever. I feel like I could do it all. And I want these guys to know I'll run through a brick wall for them if I have to. I'm not committed.
And lastly,
most of it is in-the-moment reactions. Sometimes a flashy pass is the only way to get the ball past a defender.
How was the escargot?
Austin, bro, them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has some crunchy bread on it. I don't even know what it was, but hey, look, Americans give Snell a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love it. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock, all right?
Oh, yeah, let me hear it.
Things are looking really good. Everyone's raving about your work ethic. Your coach told a scout you're more ripped than 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's got to stop doing that. And he just also needs to update his reference.